Hello, I'm John. This is a Warhammer Bretonnian Trebuchet, and you're watching War Games Models and Other Hobbies. Hello and welcome to this making video. Today I'm going to be putting this Bretonnian Trebuchet together. I've had this an awful long time, never got round to making it. In a way I'm glad I never did, because now it can be the first part of my Old World Bretonnian army that I hope to start soon with the release of Warhammer Old World. So to start with, let's have a quick look at this box. We've got a picture of the model on the front, we've got all of the crew as well, and on the back we have a little set of instructions saying how it's going to put together, and then suggested painting, and then another view there. So let's open this up and have a look inside. Put the box to one side. Classic little Warhammer brochure there. I'm really looking forward to Old World being released. I always loved Warhammer Fantasy. I do enjoy Age of Sigmar, but there is something about the Old World that I really do like. So let's open this up. Okay, so what have we got? We have... Let's lay all the bits out. We have some crew. I'm hoping all the bits are here. We've got the wheelbarrow with a kid with a sling shot. We have some square bases, good old square bases, and let's get all these pieces out and see what we've got. Okay, so first thing I'm going to need to do, just go through and trim off any swarf from these models. So I'm going to leave the crew for now. I'm going to just look straight at the trebuchet. So let's have a look at the base first. So first thing that I'm going to do is just nip off any bits of swarf. I might have to dig out my old files at some point to tidy this up, but we'll do everything we can with my clippers. Okay, so there's the base. Let's go for the side supports. Now that definitely looks like some moulding. Spruce, let's just clip that off. Now this is definitely a blast from the past. I haven't worked with metal minis for a long time. I used to love them. Conversions were a nightmare, but I never used to do any conversions. I love conversions now, so I'm glad everything isn't metal. But yeah, this is I've had this kit for a long time. I mean, I think it's a 20-year-old kit, and I've had it at least 15 years sitting up in the loft, and then seeing that Old World is about to get released, I was like, yeah, let's build something in commemoration of this day. And yeah, I'm really happy that Old World's coming out. It was Warhammer Fantasy Battles was the thing that got me into the hobby many years ago. I'll do a video of my first edition book set that I managed to pick up. Might be quite a nice contrast actually with Old World and first edition. If you'd like to see that, drop a comment. But yeah, second edition as well. My brother had a copy of Bloodbath at Orc's Drift, which I pored over for years. I loved reading the background in it. Came with card armies, which were brilliant. And I managed to pick up a copy a few years ago, which was still in its plastic wrapping, which I did a video a long time ago about, but I might do a new one. But yeah, this is quite nice going back to the Old World. I've never really left the Old World, and that's the benefit with all of these games. Doesn't matter what edition gets released. Once it's been released, it's always out there. But I'm glad Games Workshop are re-releasing it. In my eyes, it's kind of like what Warhammer, what the Horus Heresy is to Warhammer 40,000. So Warhammer Old World to Age of Sigmar, I feel in my head is a very similar kind of setup. So we'll see what new models come out. There is going to be a lot of re-releases of the old models. I do like the old models. It'd be a shame if they don't produce any new items, but hey, we'll see. Okay. Now, I'm not going to drill and pin this model. I'm just going to go straight for super glue and hope. But might be a little bit of patience holding little bits and pieces, but that's okay. Like I said, I might come back to this when it's stuck together with my old file set to tidy it up before painting or anything. But I have a few other models that I never got round to making or putting together. So at the end of this video I'll show you them, and if you'd like to see any of them being made, drop a comment. Okay, so let's have a look. We've got the base, and these sections go in here. I'm looking at the back of the box to see. Okay, and this goes in there, I think. Let me have a look. Let me just have a little look at these instructions. Okay, so what I'm seeing, this rock sits on there. This sits like that. Then this. Okay, I'm starting to see this. That goes on there. This goes on there, like that. So that should have a that's the bit I'm trying to work out at the moment. So I know these go on the backs of these to support all of these. That's okay. So let's put those to one side briefly. That is the counterweight that goes off the back. That just goes in like that. Look at this. Okay, I got it. So that goes this way round with that connected on there. So first things first, let's build this side. Grab some super glue. Okay, so first things first, let's make sure it fits in place first, like that, which it does. And that bit's going to go in there like that. Okay, so let's put a bit of super glue in each of these sections. Now what I think would be quite nice with these older kits, if they re-released them, they keep the kit the same, it's okay, but produce them in plastic. Please don't produce them in fine cast. The less said about that the better. Okay, that's going to hold itself up for now. So what I'm thinking, what's the best way of doing it? Let's glue the rock into place. I think from looking on the Warhammer community site, if memory serves, for the army list for Bretonnians, trebuchets are a rare item, and you can only have one per 1,000 points, I think it is. So don't know how the point system goes, it'd be interesting to see. But because these tabs are quite loose fitting, there we go. Just hold that in place for a little bit. Okay. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to put all of one side together using a loose side to kind of position it all in the right place. Then I'll glue that in place. So that goes in there and that will sit on there. I'm going to need a few more arms, I think. Okay. So let's put some super glue in there. Hold that in that one. Put that down. And rest that on there. So let's just rest that for now. While that super glue's going off, I think I'll do the really important bit of the kid with the catapult and the wheelbarrow. So let me tidy this up while that super glue goes off. Okay. take off the tabs off his feet. Helps if I do it on camera. So yeah, like I said, I've got a few of these old Warhammer models that I never got round to making, but now they have a purpose. So how's it? He sits on just like that. Is his legs kicking back a little bit? Is he? Yeah. Okay. Let's put some glue on him, and then sit him on the wheelbarrow. This is possibly some of the slowest super glue I've got for a while. Let's sit him like that. Right, let's see how. Okay, this is gone off, so what I'm going to do is put a little bit of super glue in there. So I'm going to need the rope and this bit. Oh, it's all still quite loose. I should have mixed up some green stuff as well to help me do this, because I could then put green stuff into any of the gaps and everything. But that's okay. Okay, let's. Yeah, this super glue is taking a while to go off, but that's okay. Right, I'm going to need. Let's balance this onto some. Oh, this is. Yeah, that's not gone off at all. Right. Let's hold that in place. So this needs to go like that, and then. Oh, this is going to be infuriating while I do this. Right. I'd forgotten how much of a pain working in metal is. Hey ho. Right. Let's just put that to there quickly. This one needs to go. Okay, that needs to go there. This needs to go here. That needs to go there. Oh, this is a proper infuriating one. Right, put that in there. That needs to go there. This needs to go here. And while I'm doing this, let's put some glue into there. Glue on the bottom of here and here. Probably, yeah, that's what I should have done. Let's put it together this way round, then stuck it into the base. It's a good thing that super glue hadn't gone off. Oh, this. Dear oh dear, right. Oh, I can feel the super glue sticking to my fingers. Oh, this is a feeling that I've missed. Not. Okay. Let's hold that. Put some glue into these slots. I used to do this for fun. Oh, that one's come out. Okay, let's hold that in place. That needs to go to there. Oh, I can feel it, the super glue on the tips of my fingers. That needs to go like that. And this needs to go to there. Oh, it's come out the base. Okay. Okay, and breathe. Didn't even need that blue tack in the end, is it? Right. What I will need though, let's get a sculpting tool to help move this round. That goes to there. That goes, why doesn't that want to go? Is that bent? I think that has bent. Oh my. Wow, okay. And relax. Okay, yeah, I haven't put a model like this together for a long time. I wonder why. That old memory of the fun of sticking together metal models. And why did I never convert anything? Oh yes, because I couldn't. Oh, there's super glue absolutely everywhere. My word. Right, how am I going to do this? Right, that goes in there. That goes in. Okay, wait there. Oh! It is not lining up. Something is. Is it the base not lining up? See that? I think it is it's the base of the side pieces. Wow. Well. Or I might persevere. I mean, there's going to be no gaps on this model, as all the super glue is going to be filling up all of the holes, so that's okay. No, that's going to be the top one, isn't it? That's going to be that one. This is going to be this one. That's one of the problems. Oh! Actually, to be honest, I don't mind if they re-release them in fine cast. At least then we know that they'll stick together a bit easier. Let's go for round 2 on this. My word. well, it's not a disaster. It's just not a comfortable kit to put together. See, that doesn't line up. Oh, it's because that's fallen down and oh. Right. So while this is in place, what isn't reaching? My word, there is super glue absolutely everywhere. So, looking at it, that's the bit that's causing a bit of problem. So, my finger's now stuck here. Okay. Wow, if anyone else remembers building this in metal all those years ago, please drop a comment. Right. What I'm actually going to do is snip a bit of that off. Move that up. Oh my word. That did it. Right. Let's lift that up. Put some super glue on the ends of the bits under the arm. Then bring that down. Unstick my finger. Fantastic. Jeez. Wow, that feeling of super glue on your fingertips. I haven't had that for so long. Right. Well, that's been quite a while trying to sort that out. Apologies, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the turmoil. Let's try and get these... just force these bits in. Oh, don't unglue the rest of it. I'm definitely going to have to come back to this with some green stuff at some point. But hey ho. This is what reminiscing and celebrating is all about, isn't it? Oh, I missed a little tab on that one. There we go. Apologies if I've gone off camera at all while I've been doing this. There we go. Okay, let's make sure I nudge that back over. Because while all this super glue dries, I've got reminders going off on my phone and my things. That's okay. So that needs to stick in there. Right. While this glue dries, let me just quickly let the dog out. There you go. Okay. Not really giving it much time for the glue to dry, but that's okay. So those are going to go on like that. Okay, let's try and get this What I might do is, leave all of this video as one long making video. I'm not going to cut it. I'll put some little timestamps in the description. Okay, so if putting the metal trebuchet together wasn't getting tough enough, filled up the memory card on the camera. So I've just cleared a few things out, given a bit of time for this super glue to dry. I mean, I'm nearly there now, which is quite nice, but hey ho, this has definitely been a walk down memory lane. Which way round does that want to go? Let's go this way round. So let's put this in here. I'm going to need some blue tack to hold that in place. So I often do this with blue tack. I have it spare to help hold things in place. Okay, I've put it together, loath to move it, so let me sort out the rest of the crew. So I've got 4 square bases. I haven't used a square base for ages. Okay. Quickly go over any bits that need to be trimmed off. Try and do it on camera. I'll finish tidying that one up later. I'm not going to stick that to the base, I'm just going to pop it on there. These ones aren't too bad, but I'll sort them all out a little bit later. Apologies, I'm going off camera a little bit at the moment. Well, okay. There we have it. So, well, that was an interesting build. I haven't made anything out of metal for quite a while, but there we have the trebuchet. Surprisingly fiddly to put together, to say the least. I'm going to leave the video unedited so you get to enjoy in all of my trauma of putting it together. But yeah, it was good fun. We've got the crew, so we've got here, there's the pickaxe wielding crew member and the hammer and chisel to break up the stonework to then fire in the trebuchet. We've got the guy with the hammer and his dog, and then the guy with the little bladed weapon. And one of my favourite bits of the kit, we have the wheelbarrow with the little kid with a catapult. Now, before I finish this video, I've got a few other old kits that I want to start putting together. But yeah, drop a comment which one you'd like to see. We have the plastic High Elf repeater bolt thrower. That's one of them. I've got some Bretonnian questing knights. These are the fine cast ones. And then some more Bretonnians. I have a Bretonnian Grail Knight Reliquary, which is quite a lovely kit, this one. And then lastly, in my to-do pile from Warhammer, I have a Goblin Wolf Chariot. So whichever ones of those you'd like to see, please drop a comment. I haven't got many more metal miniatures to make, so hopefully this will have been the most traumatic one to put together. So I hope you've enjoyed this video in its chaotic manner. But for now, thanks for tuning in. My name's John, and you've been watching War Games Models and Other Hobbies.